Hello and welcome to the Daily Space for today, March 16th, 2020. A week ago, we put this show on hiatus, and our goal was to spend that week off, well, giving our staff some time to go out and explore the world and do other things. Annie is working on moving cross country. She'll be near me soon. Susie was off at a gaming convention, and I wanted to spend the week preparing for the Lunar and Planetary Sciences Conference that was supposed to be this week. Well, supposed to be is currently the theme for 2020 because let's face it, our world has gone sideways. And none of the things that we expected to happen are necessarily happening. And some of the things that we'd only read about in dystopian books and, well, other fiction are now coming to be our new reality. Our world is facing a pandemic, and as we all settle in to our socially distanced lives, where I know I'm even making sure my husband always stays a room's length away because, well, like so many of you out there, I'm someone who's in a high risk category if I get sick. So it would be easy right now to fall into despair. It would be easy right now to feel alone. And I'm not going to lie, I am angry so much of every day about what's going on here in the United States. But here at CosmoQuest, we're a community. We are people who have mastered the art of learning and doing science from disparate places all across our planet, of supporting each other as we count rocks, as we explore the moon, as we just, well, laugh about how many space toilets have been burnt up by the astronauts in the atmosphere. We are a place for learning and doing science, but also a place for being human beings. And we can be here for each other in these weird times. I don't know how we landed on this timeline, but this is where we are, and we can't change that. But we can change what we do to make it easier for all of us to get through this together. And this is what we're going to do here at CosmoQuest. Annie and I are talking about putting together morning coffee talk, where you get to see us at our most awkward as we drink our coffee and contemplate the beginnings of the day. I'm not going to be behind this desk when I do it, people. I'm going to be in my comfy chair that I use for story time. We are working to add the ability for people to come here on CosmoQuest and give the science talks that, well, they can't give because their conference got canceled, or to just talk about their research. And we're going to be here to get those new amazing results out to the world. We're going to be here as that place where junior researchers can come and talk about what they're doing to get their name and their results out there so they can keep their careers progressing. I am going to work my butt off today to get our citizen science programs back up and running. We are here to give you a place to learn and do science. But we know that science isn't just enough. We're human beings. We're social animals. We need each other. And this means that, well, we're going to do more to talk to you about all those video games that you can be playing. We're going to do more to provide you a place to come find a friend to play a game with. And even though it has nothing to do with space, if you join us on Discord, you're going to find out we pretty much every night play Ticket to Ride and conquer some part of the world with trains. Because we can, and it gives us a chance to, well, talk and be together. And we need that. CosmoQuest works really hard to provide an open and welcoming place. We are here for you, no matter how stressed you are, no matter what your brain state is. We are open to people who aren't neurotypical. We will support you in trying to remember to use alt text on everything if you're visually impaired. All are welcome. Diversity matters for us. We will, well, show no mercy on anyone who shows hate. And we will show all acceptance to those who show love. These are scary times. I'm not ever going to cut corners on communicating what the statistics we are seeing mean if you ask me questions. I'm not going to cut corners explaining the math of exponential growth. But can we focus on the world beyond ours instead of focusing on this one that gravity is unfairly trapping us on? Can we discuss the news a little bit longer each day? That's going to happen tomorrow, not today. Can we, do science out loud, sharing how each of us does it from our separate computers, talking in the chat? All we have is each other and all the toilet paper we hoarded, because let's face it, all of us has at least one more roll than we need right now. And if you don't, let me know and I'll send you toilet paper. I think I can do that still. Let's accomplish something. If we're going to be trapped in our houses, let's use it to build a better internet. Let's use it to learn how to play those games. Let's use it to get to know one another and make new friends in a virtual world that's not going away. That's all I've got today. This week, we are going to be here to work on building up all that we can. Our original intention of being here to bring you the Lunar and Planetary Sciences Conference has turned instead into our efforts to get as many scientists as we can streaming. I am still in the process of going through all my notes and updating this page. As I find out about people being willing to talk, I will be adding them to the schedule. I expect I'm going to be adding a second week of talks. I'm just not there yet. We will, of course, continue to have our regular streams. Astronomy Cast, the Daily Space will come to you, sometimes at an earlier time, sometimes a little bit later throughout this week as we work around, the NASA live streams that are coming out from USRA. We also have our Daily Space, which for the rest of you who are like, I shall podcast too, is a place that you can contribute your audio, you can contribute your content. We're going to work on, continuing to build up our Discord, adding new channels and new ways for people to talk. I think we may need a beer channel to talk about the beer we are drinking, separate from everything else, because sometimes you just have to keep the drunk scientists somewhere else. And that's okay. And of course, we invite you to help us code on GitHub. And I'm really hoping that I'll have a link to, do science very soon. Like I said, I'm working to get our citizen science going. This is who we are. This is what we have to offer you. Community, online. Together, we can get through this. Social distancing will save lives. And online coming together will bring us together. I am here and I will now answer your questions. Thank you, Wayne Johnson. Thank you so much for your bits. Thank you. All right, let's see what all is going down on the chat. All right, I need to move this over slightly so I can read it easier. Minnesota Taz goes, beer? So there are various people in our community who have not just an affinity for beer, but a nuanced understanding of beer, discerning opinions, and knowledge of a great diversity of brands, labels, and types. I like beer due to a history of chronic sinus infections. I have very limited sense of smell. I have no nuanced opinions on any food unless you're asking me about its texture. But Binary Blaze, one of the other hosts of this channel, she is one of our beer experts. Nancy Graziano is another aficionado. There are more. I'm just not remembering their usernames right now. Yes, we have a beer channel on our Discord where you can discuss beer. Yes, yes. This is who we are. We're humans, fully realized. Paranor writes, Scott Manley had an interview video yesterday and CosmoQuest was mentioned in good regard. That is awesome. I will have to go check that out. I love how Arnstro is planning to Lysol his entire company. Yeah, looking to see what else is here. Minnesota Taz was finally sent home. Well, I'm glad you're here to learn. We're here to teach, to share, and I'm sure you'll have stuff that we can learn from you. This is one of the cool things that I love about our community is it's filled with people who've gone down various rabbit holes. And this means there's always someone who knows something. Our intro can tell you about rabbits, marching bands, drum corps, the military, and more about satellites than, well, pretty much anyone I have in my day-to-day life. Like Jonathan McDowell knows more, but that's it. Thank you, Gilded Dar, for the sub. Thank you so much. We're a community of people who are nerdy and have gone down rabbit holes and are willing to share what we learn. And every day is another day of, wait, tell me more about that thing. So we're here to learn from you as well. Looking to see what else is in here. Yes, we also play a great deal of Uno online through the tabletop simulator. Yeah, this is what we do. This is what we do. We also hate on Bennu. I don't have my model of Bennu nearby right now. So Planetary Pan writes, I'm wondering if hating cilantro and hating IPAs go hand in hand. I don't know. Do IPAs taste like soap to you? Some people have a genetic thing that causes cilantro to taste like soap, which is slightly horrifying. But anyone who has that, I'm happy to teach you how to make Indian food that tastes amazing and doesn't have cilantro. So there we go. DPI hates cilantro. Does it taste like soap to you, though, DPI? But likes IPAs. And now comes the cursing of Bennu. For those of you who are new and don't understand the hate of the asteroid Bennu, CosmoQuest was part of the community that mapped out the surface to find the potential sample sites. We counted rocks. We measured boulders. We mapped out craters. Over 14 million marks were made by this community. And at this point, we all hate rocks because Bennu is a rubble pile asteroid, which means it's rocks all the way down. I need to see if I can find the excellent meme that we had. Name matches Bennu. There. Let's see if I can open this. There we go. Sorry, trying to figure out how to fit things on the stream in real time, and I am losing the battle to my computer. There we go. There we go. We heard you like rocks, so we put a bunch of rocks with your rocks so that you can rock while you rock. And it turns out we all now hate rocks. But hey, it was something to do. Um, Necrotius Chosen of Nurgle. I love your name. I have no idea how to pronounce it. Hey, but on the other hand, you mapped out millions of rocks in one summer. I know, I know. Um, yeah, rock around the clock. We did not do this, and there was no rolling. Hello, Kira. Hello. Um, yeah, the team thought it would take us a year. So they told us they wanted it done in 30 days. We did not have it done in 30 days. So we also originally, when we set the timeline, thought that there would be 100 times fewer rocks than there actually were. Yeah, yeah. And so when we set the timeline, it was a completely reasonable timeline. And then the reality of Bennu was imaged, and we realized we were in trouble. And so at about day 27, I was like, "Hi, can we please have an extension?" And I felt so terrible. And then we kept getting extensions and upon extensions. And then we finally finished. And that was when the team was like, "I didn't think you guys would do it for a year." Okay, well, it turns out we're awesome. Okay, let's see what else is in here. Um, referring to the cilantro mutation. Sometimes mutations aren't useful, but merely not harmful. Yeah, I don't know why. I mean, it's just the most random mutation that cilantro would taste like soap. 90 days of agony, again, referring to Bennu. Um, we were pretty darn awesome getting that done. Yes, Susie, we totally were. Um, the two orders of magnitude was two orders of magnitude over worst case. Yes. Oh, so much hate mapping. So much hate mapping. Oh, that's right. There's also the asparagus gene. So there's two different asparagus genes. Again, rabbit holes. We do this. This is scientific. So there are some people that have a gene that causes them to have pee that smells funny when they eat asparagus. And some people has a gene that causes them to smell the funny smell of funny smelling asparagus pee. And some people have both. And those are the people we feel truly sorry for. Because hopefully you can avoid the smell of pee. And if you can't smell your own pee, fine, but both would be sad. Both would be sad. Um and now we have oversharing in the chat. So my plan for the day is I'm going to go make a big old thing of fried rice upstairs that is going to be my food for the week. Because I forgot to cook yesterday because I was doing other things. After that, I'm going to continue plotting out our live stream for the week. And once I am done with that, then I will be coming back online and I'm going to be streaming unless someone else is doing something that is less likely to have sarcasm and curses. I get angry while coding. It's a thing. So we have each other. And we'll get through this together. Because that's what we do at CosmoQuest. We get through it together. We survived Bennu's rocks. We can survive this and take care of each other while socially distancing. Okay, so the Daily Space will return tomorrow with all the science. It may be longer than normal. Susie will be bringing it to you, and let me double check that it's coming at the normal hour because weird stuff is going down. So tomorrow there is a NASA planetary town hall. There is the potential for it to run late. Hopefully it won't. I will be streaming that to you. So Kerbal and our Instro had both mentioned that they could work with me as volunteers on a project. Let's chat right after this. I will set up, or Annie, if you're out there, can you set up a volunteers reporting for duty voice channel? So I will cover the NASA Watch Party. Susie will be streaming all the science. So yeah, we are a production of the planetary science not planetary science community. We are a production of the Planetary Science Institute, a 501c3 nonprofit dedicated to exploring our solar system and beyond. We are brought to you by you. We are here thanks to your bits, your subs, and your patronage at patreon.com/CosmoQuestX. We are going to be here for the duration of whatever is to come. And our community together can get through anything. So take care of one another, and we're going to be okay. So wherever you are in the world, I don't know if I know how to run the credits right now. I'm about to find out, I suspect. There may be additional streaming this afternoon to bring you software development, or Annie may have games up her sleeve. But I'm going to encourage her to pack. Life will be good, slowly. All right. If anyone has suggestions on who we should raid, I'm up to raiding. But for now, wherever you are in the world, have a fabulous morning, evening, or afternoon. And wash your hands. Bye-bye, everyone.